I spent an afternoon at the park with a mink. He had taken up residence in a pile of branches under the bridge and was looking around his new environment. I watched him as he pursued his mink's life, scampering around on the rocks and swimming in the waters surrounding his new home. He was one of the cutest things I've ever seen. He seemed interested in everything, and perhaps a little hungry. He took time out to clean his face on a stick. Why he jumped up on the ledge under the bridge, I don't know. He soon jumped back down onto the rocks. He couldn't seem to find what he was looking for, but he wasn't giving up. Maybe he simply couldn't make up his mind. Where were the fish? Have I done something wrong? Maybe I need to find a new spot. But this is my home. There should be something here for me to eat, somewhere. I looked away for a minute and he was gone. I found him again on the other side of the bridge. He was looking for a fish again in the water, and then he was suddenly gone again. He hopped up onto the tops of the rocks among the winter weeds and dead branches, showing off his white chin, which I hadn't seen before. And then he decided the water was a better place to look for fish. He still couldn't seem to decide whether or not he should dive in to look for a fish or continue to run around like a mink with its head off. Was he going to dive in, or was he just going to stand there, looking around, frustrated? He almost dove in. He almost went in. I heard some squawking, and then I saw a great blue heron landing in the water. I found him sitting on his ledge under the bridge. He was preening himself. He didn't stay here long either. When I caught sight of him again, it looked as though he had taken a swim. It looked as though he might have failed in catching a fish, as he simply stood around again, looking for something. If the fish weren't going to cooperate, maybe something else would. He shook off the water, and he continued to look. I looked away again at some ducks, and then he was gone again when I looked back. Perhaps he had taken off for another swim. Now things got very confusing, as various minks seemed to show up on the rocks. Here was a light brown mink. Seemed to hang out in the same area, but this definitely appeared to be a different mink. Look at that cute nose. What was going on here? Was I looking at a family of minks? Even now, I'm not quite sure. Something darted off into the bushes, So that was my afternoon with the minks, or single mink. They like to fool me with their various appearances.